Stop begging to be seen. Stop lowering yourself just to be noticed by people who were never meant to understand your worth. You do not need to chase validation from anyone. You do not need to prove your value to people who are blind to your light. The truth is simple. The ones who truly see you never make you beg to be seen. There comes a time in life when you must realize that not everyone will appreciate your effort, your loyalty, or your heart. You could give your best, love deeply, show up every single time, and still, they will overlook you. They will ignore your presence and then pretend like you were never there. But that does not mean you are not worthy. It only means they were never capable of recognizing what was rare. You see, people can only meet you at the level of their own awareness. If someone has never known genuine loyalty, they will mistake your consistency for obsession. If someone has never experienced true love, they will call your sincerity too much. And if someone has never valued themselves, they will never know how to value you. So stop chasing people who can't even see their own reflection clearly. You are not supposed to convince anyone that you matter. The people meant for you will feel your energy, not need you to explain it. The people aligned with your purpose will value your presence without you begging for their attention. Your worth does not increase when they notice you, and it does not decrease when they ignore you. You have always been enough. They just couldn't see it. Every time you chase validation, you hand over your power. You tell the world, "My value depends on how you treat me." But the truth is, your value depends on who you are when no one's watching. It depends on your discipline, your kindness, your strength, your honesty, and that kind of worth can never be taken away. Think about this. Diamonds don't beg to be noticed. They just shine. The sun doesn't beg the world to look up. It just rises. So why are you begging for the attention of people who cannot even handle your light? Sometimes you have to disappear to make people see what they lost. Sometimes silence is the loudest proof of your value. Do not chase them, replace them. Because the right people will never make you question your importance. They will never make you fight for space in their life. They will make you feel seen without asking, loved without begging, and respected without reminding them of your worth. That's how real connection works. It doesn't need convincing. There's power in walking away quietly. There's strength in staying silent when you want to scream, "Why can't you see me?" Because you already know the answer. They see you, but they choose not to value you, and that's not your fault. That's their blindness. That's their loss. So learn to stop explaining. Stop proving. Stop performing for people who never clapped for you in the first place. Some people only notice your worth when you stop showing up. Some only realize your presence when it's gone. But by then, you'll have moved on to a space where you're celebrated, not tolerated. If you have ever felt unseen, ignored, or overlooked, understand this: you were not invisible. You were just standing in the wrong place. You were just surrounded by people too distracted, too insecure, or too self-centered to recognize your brilliance. You were never the problem. You were just too bright for their dullness. Keep your standards high. Don't beg to be invited to tables you've outgrown. Don't shrink your personality to fit their comfort zone. Don't beg to stay where you are, clearly not valued. Your energy is precious. Stop wasting it on those who don't appreciate it. When you finally stop begging to be seen, something magical happens. You begin to see yourself. You begin to recognize your own power. You start realizing that you were the blessing all along. And when that happens, you stop chasing people. You start chasing peace. Your worth doesn't need to be announced, it needs to be lived. You don't have to tell people who you are. You have to be who you are. Confidence isn't loud, it's quiet. It's walking away knowing you gave your best, knowing your intentions were pure, and knowing that if they didn't see your value, that's their loss, not yours. Let them talk. Let them assume. Let them pretend you don't matter. You don't need their validation to become great. Greatness is built in silence. Strength is built in solitude. And confidence is built when you learn to clap for yourself even when no one else does. So stop begging to be seen. Just keep building, keep healing, keep growing. One day, the same people who ignored you will watch your success in silence. And that silence will say everything. You were never invisible, they were just blind. You were never unworthy, they were just ungrateful. And you were never replaceable, they just didn't know your value until it was too late. So let them go, let them watch, let them wonder. You just keep shining. Because your light doesn't need permission to glow, it never did. And when you finally stop begging to be seen, you'll understand that the only person you ever needed recognition from was the one staring back at you in the mirror. Subscribe to Motivational of Success for more inspiring and powerful motivational speeches that help you grow stronger, wiser, and unstoppable.